21st century, I am so proud to stand today with the next President of the United States, Barack Obama.
How's it going, Concord? Thank you. Thank you. Come over here closer, guys. If you want to stand in the shade, Paul, there you go. Listen, I am absolutely thrilled to be here. Let me first of all thank, where'd Jess go? There you go. Thank you so much for not only volunteering and introducing us, but all you represent. Isn't that the face of what the Obama campaign is all about right there? Yeah. Those two right there. Just a young mom with an adorable looking kid volunteering and changing America. So we're thrilled to have you, Jess. Thank you very much. Before I get to Paul, I've got to acknowledge the real star of the Hodes family. Paul and I had the basically the same theory about marriage, which is you try to improve your gene pool. And, we both succeeded in that. Myself with Michelle and Paul with Pego Hodes. Give it up for Pego. So, in the last election cycle here in New Hampshire, there was a lawyer who sort of came out of nowhere and said, I'm going to take on this incumbent. And the pundits and the prognosticators all said it couldn't be done. They all said, no, it's too tough, been there in 6 terms, New Hampshire's not going to go for a guy who's got these, wacky ideas. He sings, he plays guitar, that's not going to fit the bill. And something happened where this candidate went out each and every day, knocked on doors, waited, went to train stations, waited until every single question was answered at house parties. And people had a sense, this is somebody who's in politics for the right reasons, who has a sense of who he is, has a sense of conviction. The kind of conviction that led him to oppose a war that should have never been authorized and should have never been waged before it started. The kind of person who recognized that investing in making sure that every child gets a decent education, investing in rural communities that have gotten forgotten, making sure that we are good stewards of the environment so that we're passing on a world that is as gorgeous as today is, so that they can enjoy. Somebody who understood that change is tough, but that sometimes it's what we have to do. And that the spirit and greatness of the United States has always been our capacity when confronted with great challenges to adapt and change to meet those challenges. And suddenly, people in New Hampshire started listening. And they said, we kind of like this guy. And we think he might be a pretty good congressman. And despite all the predictions, despite all the pundits, all of you ended up sending Paul Hodes to Congress. And when he got to Congress, all the other folks said, boy, this guy knows what he's talking about, and elected him as the freshman class president. And he's somebody who's now working on ethics, and he's working on oversight, and he's an adamant voice against this war. And he is turning out to be not just a leader for New Hampshire, but a leader for the entire country. And it is that energy and that sense of new possibilities that Paul Hodes represents that makes me so absolutely proud to stand here next to him and know that he is endorsed and getting behind this campaign for taking back the White House and taking back Washington and fundamentally changing the spirit of the times. And so thank you, Paul. I am grateful.